Hey guys, Melissa here. In this video, I'm going to show you how I make these simple ear wires. These are great if you're in a pinch and need a pair of ear wires, or you can also make them in bulk. Throw them in the tumbler, get them all ready, have them on hand so you can just grab them when you need them. So if you want to see how I made these, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alright, so let's make some ear wires today. I don't think I have a video out where I make a nice simple pair of ear wires. I have a video where I show you how I make balled end ear wires, where I torch the end, ball it up a little bit. So that's a little more difficult. You need a torch. I also have another ear wire video out there. I made this video when I first started, and I wanted to mention it because it hasn't gotten a lot of views, probably because it's one of my first videos, but I was pretty excited about it. So I wanted to mention it in this video. And this is my personal pair here. They're interchangeable earring wires. And what makes them so special and why I was so excited about them is if you make your own jewelry, like I make my own jewelry, and I don't want to make a pair of ear wires or use up a pair of ear wires for every pair of earrings I make for myself. So these earrings here are really nifty. They hold a dangle. You just slip a dangle on here. Like I have these cute little snowflake, which I didn't make, but snowflake dangles, and it can't slip out the front. It hangs down at this little nook here, and then you put it through your ear and put a stopper on so they don't fall off. And then you got a cool pair of earrings. All you have to do for yourself is make dangles, and when you want to wear them, you just switch it out. Like here's some dangles. So in my jewelry cabinet, I have like a whole drawer full of these little dangles that I've made. And I didn't use up a lot of ear wires. See, it doesn't come off. What's in your ear doesn't come off at all. You just gotta make that dangle loop small enough where it doesn't come off. I believe I made these out of 22 gauge, so they're a little thinner. But anyway, I wanted to mention that video. I'll link that above. So if you make your own jewelry and your own earrings, I thought this video would have a lot of value. And I just don't think people know it's there. So I figured I'd link that for you guys. Yeah, go check that out. Let me know what you think. Anyway, let's get started with these simple ear wires. This will be really quick. I'm going to use 20 gauge. This is 20 gauge sterling silver, dead soft. Since it is dead soft and we're making ear wires, this takes some nylon jaw pliers and keep going back and forth, pulling it one direction and then the other direction until it toughens up a bit. Because you don't want your ear wires to get all misshapen. You could also do this technique if you don't have nylon jaws with a cloth. Kind of curve it in different directions over and over. That just toughens it up a bit. All right. Next, I'm going to grab a ruler, but first, let's flush cut the end. And next, I want to fold this wire in half. We're going to make these ear wires simultaneously so they match. And you just got to press them together really gently so they don't twist on you. If they're not even, you can cut them both to the same length. Since I hardened them a bit, they are a little springy. So I'm gonna try to kind of hammer them straight. This will harden them up a little bit more too. And that's just with a rawhide hammer, so we're not flattening anything. We'll hammer them more later, but I'll also give them a little twist and a little wiggle. Not to distort them, but just to get them to line up a little better. All right, so we're gonna start at the joined end, and we're gonna make the part of the ear wire that kind of bends out. Let's measure. Is it a 1/4 inch? Yeah, about a 1/4 inch up from the end. I'm gonna give that about a 45-degree angle. Next, we're gonna make that curve of the ear wire that hangs in your ear. You can use a wooden dowel. You can use a Sharpie or any type of marker, or you can use some bail making pliers. We're just gonna use a dowel here. So I'm gonna go up another 1/4 inch or so, and I'm gonna curve my wires around the dowel, just like that. You can always adjust it. Like if you went too far down, you can always kind of pull this side out. I'll bring them down to where they're just about touching. You can always pull it past, because it'll spring back out again. You might have to adjust. Mine are twisting a little bit. And next, all we have to do is make our loop, which holds our earring. And that I use my round nose pliers for. And you just kind of curve that around. When you get to this point, it's kind of easier to do it individually, so I would cut off the end and separate them. And it's easier to shape them individually. Take your round nose and kind of close your loop, and then do the same with the other one. Sometimes it's helpful to put them back on the dowel. If they're starting to look a little warped, then you just need to straighten them out. And do some minor adjustments. I should be matching for the most part. Just a couple more steps before we're finished. I like to give them a little hammer just to make sure they're sturdy and they don't get bent out of shape. I don't want to totally flatten them, just some nice gentle taps. Try this one. All right. Should be nice and sturdy. Last step is to file the ends. Nobody wants to put sharp, jagged edged wire into their ears, so we gotta kind of round that out. I'm using a metal file here. You can use a nail file. A sharpener, whatever you got on hand. You can even use your rotary tools. Show you what that looks like. There's a rotary tool, my flex shaft with a nice coarse grit. This will be the fastest way. So that did a nice job. And then will really give them a nice shine and really harden them up is to also tumble them. It would be a good idea to make a bunch and then throw them in the tumbler. They'll harden right up, they'll get burnished and polished, and all the sharp ends will be rounded off. That would be a great option for something like this. All right, so that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. It really helps to support my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time.